guess what, Ken? This brings us to the find of the day, you guys. To have it appraised or see how much it's worth, but I
did weigh it out. So I will let you know I did some research. It weighs 10 grams.
Hi, I'm Erica.
And I'm Ken.
And we're Dimension of the Dot.
And today we got another haul video for you. We went back to the Goodwill Bins this weekend. And, well, we were there a couple of days, so we got well over 50 pounds, probably closer to 70. I don't think we're going to show all of that to you today, but we'll show you some highlights.
That would make, if we showed it all to you, it would be an incredibly long video. So, starting off on Saturday, so we went Saturday and Sunday. And starting off on Saturday, the first rotation, I had a crazy pull. It was insane. So the first thing I got was this Burberry polo shirt. Oops, if you guys can see that. Here's the tag. Super cool. Probably going to get about $25, $30 maybe. Okay.
You got a couple of those.
I did. Right? And then I got a second Burberry shirt. You're right. And this is a long sleeve. Same tag. So that was pretty exciting.
So I got a bunch of books yesterday, because this is kind of all mixed up. This was on Sunday. I got a box set of this Asylum, which is a decent one. And I got a ton of these anime books, and some of them are going to go in lots. Some of them will sell fine on their own. I think I got close to 20 or so of these, so definitely be on the lookout for I think it's called manga, or you know, that's just Japanese anime. I'm not an expert in it at all, but at the bins, books are 50 cents a piece, so I pick them up irregardless usually. But I did look some of these up, and we'll probably make a good $50 on the whole lot or more.
That's awesome. Okay, my next find. Brand new FootJoy women's golf cleats, and this was an awesome find. They are brand new. Brand new. So, I'm not really sure what these sell for, but if you guys know Harry Tornado, he loves to pick up FootJoy. That's where I learned about that brand, actually.
I think they're like 40 to 60 bucks, depending on the model.
But brand new, so that's exciting.
So, I found a gunny sack dress. Now, this is more of the prom dress. Gunny sack, if you can find more of like the peasant dress style, those go for way more money. But, however, on Poshmark, not on eBay, these sell okay. This is probably a good $50. So, that was a fun vintage find from the 80s.
Let's see. Oh, I found these Bryn Walker 100% linen. Here's the tag. Bryn Walker 100% linen pants.
Yeah, really cute. Love that brand.
This brand, the minute we list it, it sells. I mean, I barely can even keep it in the store for a week, and it sells for pretty good money.
I found this hoodie that goes for about $30. I'm not quite sure what it is, if it's a band or if it's more of like a music festival. But it's called NF Real Music. Could even be a record label for all I know. I didn't do a lot of research on what NF stood for and all that, but I did, you know, search our sell-through rate on eBay, and it goes for $30. So that's a good find.
Let's see.
Sells pretty fast.
I found a Rock 47 by Wrangler. Now this brand, this Rock 47 by Wrangler sells really well. It sells fast, especially the embellished pieces. Super cute. Let me show you what it looks. The tag is like this. There you go. Rock 47 Wrangler.
It's definitely a bread and butter brand. And I would say this, to be fair. We did not look up the sell-through rate on the hoodie. So
No, we didn't.
That was one of those items that we sold. We sold the jeans. We sold the pearl snap shirts. So we were just kind of assuming that the hoodie would also sell. We'll do further research on that. And I'm just being honest. Sometimes we check the sell-through rate on everything, and other times a brand's done well for us, and we're like, hey, throw in the bag.
Get it in the basket. We need to get 50 pounds.
I found a pair of American Eagle overalls, and this is a brand I don't pick up much anymore because they don't sell for good money. But overalls and new with tags, maybe a puffer jacket are the exceptions with American Eagle. These will probably sell for 25 plus ship, so I'd be happy with that.
Okay, next up, I picked up something here. And this is, look at this shirt. Now, this is the brand Roar. We sell this, we sell this all the time. Really good sell-through rate. Sells for pretty good money. I think it's going to go for about $20, $25. The more embellished, the more they go for.
True.
So, be on the lookout for these. People love them.
I found a pair of very clean Birkenstocks.
Those are like brand new.
Yeah, I mean, they're not brand new, but they're as close as you can get to brand new without actually being new. Like, excellent used condition. So those were a fun find, probably $30 or so.
And then I found something that's really interesting.
Oh yeah, that was super interesting. We'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
So this is...
It's right there. Jim Thompson.
Jim Thompson. And this is a silk scarf. And this is the tiger print one. This one goes for about $40. This is what his signature looks like. Now, if you get bigger ones and different prints and things like that, I saw some selling for $200. So that's the signature. And it was just folded up in a bin.
Yeah, we love selling things like that because it cost us probably less than a quarter.
It doesn't even make a dent in the scale.
Right. So
that was a really cool find.
What I got here, I got some cut from the cloth jeans. These fall in the bread and butter category, and we only pick them up if they're a size 10 or bigger. Those tend to sell okay for us. So probably a $15, $20 pair of jeans. And I should mention, we do plus shipping on everything.
Right.
So when I say 15, 20, I mean 15, 20 plus ship.
And then let's see. These silver jeans. I don't know much about this. This is... You know about silver jeans? These are a 34.27. We looked them up.
Yeah, so silver jeans...
Here's the tags, just so you guys know what to look for.
Are the type that you really need to know the style. Those are called Sams. And in that particular waist, 34, they sold well. The sell-through rate did good. So there's a few styles of silver jeans that you want to pick up, just like any pair of jeans. Like when it comes to Levi's, you all probably know the rib cages sell really, really well. But you want to stay away from the 505s because, or 550s. Those aren't going to sell that quick for you. So it's all about style when it comes to jeans. And then there's some brands like Rock and Revival where pretty much any style will eventually sell for some good money for you. If you get the real popular styles, you're going to get tons of money. Here's another pair. Lucky Brand, or another type of jeans. Which style matters on these as well. These are 34, 32, and usually the style on Lucky jeans is going to be like right here inside the jean. It will say like Slim 321s or something. But for these ones, it didn't say it there, but it did say over here, these are the 410 Athletic Slims. And in this size, they will sell pretty quick for about $20 plus ship.
And while we're on the subjects of jeans, here's another one to be on the lookout for. And I actually learned this from someone I follow on TikTok, and I can't remember their handle right now. But these are the Wrangler Retros. Mm-hmm. Wrangler Retros. And these sell really good, really fast. This is what it looks like inside. So you want to... It doesn't have to be the slim boot. It doesn't always have to be that. As long as it says Wrangler Retro, they sell.
Yeah, and I would say over the last 3 months, I don't know if it was a result of that TikTok video, which is unfortunately often the case. They have been selling for what they used to sell for. They used to sell for about $30 plus ship. Now it's closer to $15. But it still hits that $15 threshold, which we're trying to get when we source items, 15 plus ship. These are for Erica's mom. They're White House Black Market. New
those
tags.
are for my mom.
A terrible brand to resell. It doesn't really have a good sell-through rate, but it's very expensive retail.
Yeah, like the retail price on these is $76 on those little pants. $76. So if I find it new with tags, I try to give it to my mom because she really likes this brand.
Here's a little boho brand called Jess and Jane, similar to like parsley and sage, and I guess Johnny Was, but doesn't sell for quite as much as Johnny Was. However, this little shirt would probably sell for $20 plus ship, has a very good sell-through rate. We found it a few times, luckily, recently.
And this day, I found a ton of Rockin' 47 by Wrangler. I think, yeah, Rock 47. There you go. These are women's, but look at the cool pockets with the embellishments and everything.
Yeah, those got like angel wings on the pocket.
Right, embroidered. So these are going to sell really fast for good money, which I love.
And here's a pair of American Eagles. And these we purchased because they're new with tags. So we'll pick them up if they're new with tags. It's just a little skirt. Probably put it on Posh because I don't know about you, but what we found, smaller sizes sell better on Posh than eBay, probably because it's a younger crowd over there. But if it's a size 4 all the way down to 00,
it sells really good
on Posh. It doesn't sell like as good as a bigger size. I don't want to confuse you and say, hey, get all the small sizes and they sell better than any other size on Posh. No, still bigger sizes do better. However, they sell better on Posh, the smaller sizes, than they do for us on eBay. eBay, they'll sit forever. At least they move on Posh for us.
Okay. What's this? Oh, a new polo shirt.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren polo shirt. It's new with the sticker still on it.
So we would
That's
list
why
it
we
as
pick
new
it up.
other, because it doesn't have new with tags or new without tags. I don't know if it's new other or new without tags, but you know that's how the condition would be. It is obviously new, but it does not have the tags. So it will sell for a little bit less than new with tags, but a little bit more than just used. And this is a brand, this French hip-hop brand that I cannot pronounce. I will show you the tag, and then I'll try my best. Marf Gerbert Francis. I'm not sure, but I recognize it from the 90s and early 2000s. It was a real popular hip-hop brand, and I was all about that. And this little vintage hoodie will probably sell for about $25-30.
And we sell the jeans.
Oh yeah, the jeans. There's some really good jeans out there. It's all about the embellishment, like most brands now. If you got crazy pockets on those, they can go for $50, $60 plus.
Okay, and again, Rock 47 from Wrangler. Somebody must have donated all the Rock 47 from Wrangler. So I found these. They're super cute, kind of like camo, longer shorts. Cute. Lightweight.
Yeah, and I don't know about Rock 47. You know, I'm showing you all this Rock 47, and I ought to grab my phone and just check the sell-through rate on the brand itself, because we picked all those things up, not really checking. This is called PE Nation. PE Nation. And this was a strange find on eBay because
I didn't even see these.
the comps were all over the place. There were some that sold for really like low prices, but these compression types sold for like $30 plus ship pretty consistently.
Wow.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Then we've got a Ralph Lauren button-up, but look at the print on this. Now, is this a vintage one?
I don't think so.
Oh no, because it's a slim fit. But look at the print, this all over print with the American flags.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get this.
And when it comes to polo shirts, we'll pick them up new with tags like you saw, or, they didn't have the tags, but that sticker was new. Or if they have some kind of unique pattern. We steer away from basic plain polo shirts unless they're like new, because overflooded market. Here's a pair of polo Ralph Lauren jeans. These two have a style, and you want to check out the style on your polo jeans when you pick them up. Sometimes I found that the style will be like right here underneath the zipper, kind of where like Lucky puts like the Lucky U. But these ones have it written here. And these are the Thompson mid-rise skinny. So definitely do your research. Don't buy any polo jeans because some of them have a less good sell-through rate than others.
Oh, Ken found these. So I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable in these, so I will pass this over to Ken and let him discuss that.
These are Canaries. It's a little cycling brand in San Diego, and pretty decent sell-through rate on almost all their stuff. It's cycling, and condition matters on these. A cyclist will be dazed to death sometimes, and vintage ones sometimes sell for a little bit better. But yeah, definitely take a look at the total condition. And I think we'll probably get close to 20 for these because they're in pretty decent condition. And they're double XLs.
Okay, next up. Buckle BKE shorts. These are, you find this brand, pick it up. It sells super fast.
Well, I would also say check the style. There are some buckle brands, some styles in buckle that don't sell that good.
But these are the Sabrinas. But I mean, I think they sell pretty quickly.
Well, the ones we buy generally do, but because those are shorts, we didn't necessarily need. They were embellished, they were nice. But when it comes to jeans cuts, you guys got to be really, really careful, because I wouldn't, throw a blanket net over almost any brand, except maybe True Religion, Rock and Revival, and some of those really, really high-end ones that we've never found. One of those hearts.
Oh, Chrome Hearts.
Chrome Hearts, like something like that, like super designer. You found a pair, or you were gifted a pair of Fendi jeans. Maybe I'd grab those without checking the sell-through rate, but I would check the sell-through rate on almost any jeans because, the styles matter. And if they're not in style, sometimes they're very difficult to sell. Like, for example, Rockaware jeans, if they're baggy, you'll get good money for them. If they're skinny, you might as well leave them unless they're new with tags. Here's another pair of polo jeans, and I just use that same rule. Check the style, check the size, make sure it's going to sell for you. You don't want to be stuck with inventory that you're not going to sell.
Now, here's something that I found. It's big. It's really beautiful. This is a
Sue Wong, isn't it?
Yes, Sue Wong dress. And this is probably going to sell for over $100. It's silk and beaded. And it's absolutely stunning. Here's the back. So, if you see some of these things, definitely look them up. Check the tag. Look it up, even if you think, was someone really going to buy that? Because you never know. I never even knew who she was until Saturday.
We picked up Sue Wong before.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I recognized it. Maybe you forgot. But I would say when you get a big dress like this, look for tears. Because unfortunately, I've seen a lot at the bins with tears in them. I think this is a clean piece. I looked it over at the bins. But when you got silk, look for stains, because a lot of times you can't get stains out of silk, and look for tears.
Especially a grease stain.
Ivanka Trump pants. I'm pretty sure on this brand you can pretty much sell just about anything. It might be a little politicized or something. I'm not sure. But it sells not for great money, but these are lightweight, so we'll probably get $10-15 for them. Not
just Ivanka Trump sells. Also Donald Trump sells. Like his ties, his button-ups, so if you find that, pick it up.
Well, if it's cheap. If it's at the bins. Because again, it doesn't sell for crazy money. You're talking $10-15. But if you're into $10-15 sales that sell quick, pick it up. Because we've never not sold something from Donald Trump
or Ivanka Trump
clothing. It always sells. It just doesn't sell for great money. These do sell for great money, though. However, Mavi jeans. If you haven't seen this brand before, pick them up. I would venture to say make sure the style sells too. These are called Zach Straight Legs, and these will sell for $30 plus shipping. And there are some that are a little bit nicer that will sell for more. So Mavi's a great brand to pick up in the jean category.
Okay, so now guess what, Ken? This brings us to the find of the day, you guys. In the same time. Now, I didn't want to just do it all right in the beginning, so I'm waiting. I wanted to, give a little anticipation. The find of the day in that same bin that I found those two Burberry shirts, right when I got there. I mean, this is crazy. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to show you. Unbelievable. I found gold. Look at this baby. Look at the size of this thing. Look at there. Look at the size of it just on my thumb. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. There. This is a honkum ring. So cool. I couldn't even believe it. It was just laying there. I cleaned it up. It was dirty. There was mud embedded in these gold nugget areas. And it is missing 2 diamonds. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to get it to read. So it is missing 2 of these stones. We are going to take it. There it is. We are going to take it to jewelers that we know. And we're going to have it appraised or see how much it's worth. But
I did weigh it out. So I will let you know I did some research. It weighs 10 grams. It's also 18 karat,
18 karat. Oh, yeah. It's marked 18 karat gold inside here. You guys probably will not be able to see that, but it is marked in here. I did some serious investigation because I couldn't even believe it. So I was digging in. I've got to tell you the story because it's so crazy. So I was digging in the bin and I pulled a Burberry shirt. And then I was looking, and it was in the bottom of that blue bin. And I was like, I just snatched it and put it in my pocket really quick because I was like, oh my God, that could be real. And then I went over to where Ken was at, and I'm like, Ken, look what I found. And he's like, what? And so it was just like really, really pretty exciting. So you never know what you're going to find in there. And this isn't the first time that we found gold.
No, not the first time.
And won't be the last.
And the thing about, so if you ever do sell gold, my advice on that would be weigh it out, and then you can easily look up online how much gold weighs by the carat and by the gram, obviously. Different prices for different carat and then by the gram. And then, go ahead and know what the going rate for is when you go ahead and go into a jeweler. So you should expect to get something around there. Now, Erica has argued on that particular ring that there are some diamond pieces that are bigger than chips. And
yes, there are.
There perhaps is more. We've never tried to sell gold with bigger diamond chips. So maybe there's some more money in it. We'll find out. We'll probably tell you in a future story how that panned out. But I did mention earlier I would check the Rock 47 sell-through rate for you on the brand itself, and I can breathe easy because the brand itself, just on Rock 47, is a 30% sell-through rate, which is the minimum sell-through rate we want for items in general. So just about anything, if you're just looking at the brand itself, should probably do okay. That's a strong percentage for the brand. But I would say there's going to be some items that have, well over 50%, and some that probably have less than 20%. So it pays to do your research. And sometimes when you're at the bins, you don't. You take some calculated risk, and you'll live and learn. But I hope we sell it all. I found some Boy Scout shorts. This is something I can't tell you. Anything Boy Scouts pretty much does sell for us. It can range from a $70,
$75,
1970s slash or stash. What was it? Is it a stash?
Sash.
I'm fine. There we go. A sash. I've never been a Boy Scout, obviously. So yes, a sash with all these little cool patches
and pins. And we were gifted that by our really good friend, Ace Hunter Vintage. We'll tag his Instagram. That's where he sells from, his Instagram. I'll put it in the description if you want to check out his stuff. If you're into vintage.
Shout out to Ace, really sweet guy. But yeah, anything from that to $10, $15 plus ships. Boy Scouts, it's pretty big money, and I'd say the same with Girl Scouts as well.
Next up, new. This person has a cult following for sure. You all know it. It's Taylor Swift. New with tags. T-shirt. This goes anywhere from $25 to $50 is what I've been told for this tiny piece of t-shirt. But it's brand new. That's why. And I think it's from one of her older records. I don't listen to Taylor Swift.
It's from the Red album, I think is what Ruben told us. Who, he's an expert in vintage.
Her and R. Kelly have the same album.
I think there's a few Red albums out there, just like White albums. Ribcage, Levi jeans, smaller size, throwing this on Posh. But those are selling somewhere between 25 and 30 plus ship right now. And I found this. Now, y'all probably know, as resellers, even new resellers, know remote sell. Well, this is not just a Hampton Bay remote. It also has the receiver in it too. So this is a cool little $40 that probably weighs about 12 ounces. We probably paid about $1 for.
Oh, and this is bread and butter items for us, but I found these pink leggings in really great condition, size large, but I found 2 of them. So we'll probably sell those in a lot because they sell really quick, and they're not heavy, so that's part of the reason. And they sell fast, and people like pink, and they like Victoria's Secret.
I found a bunch of books. I found a
More
bunch
books.
of Goosebumps. Now, Goosebumps, they don't sell for big money, but nostalgia factor, I pick them up, and when there's a bunch of them. And I sell them for about $2 a piece inside a lot. So, we got some of those, and then another item, like Kevin from Commonwealth, we pick up Bibles quite often. This one is a really nice Christian Standard Bible with a real kind of leather cover, and it's got the gold on it. So we sold Bibles anywhere since we've been selling them. anywhere from like $75, to $10. $6, $8, $10. For 50 cents, they look nice. This is one of those items I often just pick up because they sell.
But not any Bible.
True.
Not any Bible. You have to research the Bible. Just like not any jean sell, not any Bible sells either. So you do have to research that as well.
So things I look for is leather covers. I look for large print or giant print. Those are indicators I'm probably going to pick it up. I look for shelf space because there are some really large Bibles, and if they're huge and I look them up, they only go for $10 a piece. I don't really want to use that much shelf space. This is probably about as big as I want to go. And this is probably like 12 and 3 inches. This one's pretty big. I look for different like concordances, different like study guides, like something to make it unique. And then of course age. If it's super old, if it's over than 50 years old, there's probably some value to it as well. But yeah, that is
about it. Oh, what about what about that?
Yeah.
Show them that. We'll end on that one.
Okay, I also got a bunch of, before I show you this one, I found a bunch of college books. College books and study guides. If they're modern, they sell for decent money. So those were cool to find. And I found this book. Now this is very interesting. Almost looks like a photo album. And it's called The Golden Crescent.
Or Yorkie's afraid of it.
This one happens to also be autographed, and it's a collection of stories and paintings.
Yeah, we missed the part.
Yeah, Erica wants to show you this.
It also came with these special invitations. I don't know if the glare from the light. It came with 2 special invitations to be invited to this special event.
Yeah, from the Texas Folklore Society. Now, I'll tell you one indicator that made me think this book was something to look up. If you find any regional history books, I should probably be holding it this way so you get a little look. Regional history books, if you think about it, your particular town, there's not a giant market for those books, so they probably had low printings. And if you find regional history books, they tend to go for some decent money. Because people are interested inside their roots. We all kind of interested inside like the history of the places that we live. And they're kind of hard to come by sometimes. So people will pay up for, stories of their city. And that's something to be on the lookout when you're kind of searching through books. If you see your particular city or another city and it seems like kind of a niche study, look into those, because we've sold some of these ancestral or historical type of books for big money. This one's going to sell for $100, and we sold for some Austin, similar books like with Austin history for 50, 60, 70 bucks. And we sold another one, the Houston history of Italians. It's something like that for over $100. So it's not a fluke. These books go for decent money. Keep an eye out for niche books about the history of your city or other nearby cities, because you probably will come across those at the bins or the local thrift stores, and they may not seem like much to you because, hey, you live in Houston. But for somebody that is looking for some information on this documentarian type person, or just someone that used to live there, these are hard to come across. Even someone inside your own city might have a hard time finding them because you can't find them at the local bookstore. And if you're looking online, they're going to cost $100 plus. So,
and we're paying 50 cents for it. So another tip, if I can give a tip about books,
yeah, sure.
is there's going to be book people at the bins, but
Oh,
they're not looking for these kind of books. They pass them up, they pass them up, they pass them up because they scan because they're trying to sell on Amazon or they're selling to some other book thing.
Yeah.
And they're scanning. They want nothing to do with something that doesn't have a barcode. And in my experience, I barely look in the books, but I did look in the books. And I found how to become a millionaire playing poker.
Something like that.
Something along those lines. And it sold for
over $100.
Over $100. So it didn't have a skew on it. It looked old, kind of felt dirty, dusty. And I was like, what is this? Looked it up, paid 50 cents for it, over $100. So I recommend doing that if you're going to be in the book bin.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I pick up Bibles and old esoteric or spiritual books, because they tend not to have a barcode. And if you're an Amazon bookseller, the name of the game is you got your scan tool and you're scanning. You're not wasting any time, looking up the ISBN number inside these books. But hey, we're happy to pick up those profits. As you can see, we're mostly clothing sellers. But while you're there at the bins, you might as well dabble. And if we did dabble, we'd miss out on $100 here and $40 here and all kinds of profits. So yeah, we will leave you with that, and we appreciate you spending another 20-30 minutes with us, however long this video is.
Yes, of course. And if you like our content and you want to see more content like that, like this, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like it, and leave us comments. Let us know if you found any books that were obscure and worth over $30.
Yeah.
Any books that are worth over $30, we'd like to hear about it so we can be on the lookout for them. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.